essentially the reason I got into marketing was like during the whole pandemic. And as we know, a lot of businesses were shut down because they didn't know how to pivot off of that. So essentially I'll come in and it's like, well, you don't necessarily need to close your business. You just need to pivot to a different channel. You need to market your business a different way.
Different angle, yeah.
From a different angle. And that's what allows some businesses to stay on top.
Right.
For instance, car dealerships, right? No one is going in there because everybody's on lockdown.
Yes.
What did they start doing?
Virtual, yeah.
Start selling cars online.
Yeah,
like
virtual
delivery,
tours,
everything.
You can check it out on the virtual 3D type of things. Yeah.
Everything went online immediately.
Yeah.
So for me, I wanted to focus more into like the local businesses and small businesses starting out because they don't know this information and they may not even have like the necessary resources to be able to make it happen. So I'll come into them like, hey, you guys, look, you can still run your business and get people in front of your business without them having to be in front of your business.
I got a question real quick.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh yeah, do your thing, get it in.
I think I told you before. In 2018, I had my own marketing business myself.
Right.
Door to door. Well, I was with a guy, IT man. He's an IT man, it man or something like that. Anyways, my business partner had the business, but we went door to door and spoke to different business owners. We spoke to a chiropractor. I remember this is on like Palm Bay Road. I don't know the name of it, but you know what I'm saying? He was on Palm Bay Road.
Yeah.
And I think RJ Conlon. I go inside there and we're talking to him about like, hey, you know, blase Facebook marketing. He's like, no, I don't want to do that. Like,
Yeah.
You don't have that much traction. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It doesn't work. I tried it before. How do you get over that hump? For individuals that don't believe in online marketing, how do you go over that hump?
Essentially, it's going to come down to results. Like, I have to show them what I've done for other businesses. So that's a really good rebuttal that a lot of businesses have, or an objection a lot of businesses have is, we've tried this before.
You already tried it, yeah.
And primarily, they try to do it themselves. And you don't know what you're doing. That's why it's not working. And then you probably only gave it 1 month. 1 month with anything is not going to work.
Not at all.
You know, so
we tested that, so we know the theory.
Yeah. So like, you definitely want to have someone that knows what they're doing, and that's with anything. Like, as a business owner, you don't want to have to do every single task because number one, you're spreading yourself way too thin. At this point, your business isn't operational. You're just working.
Correct.
And no one is getting quality results because you can't focus on that one job that you need to do. So when you're able to hire someone to do something that actually works because they know how to do it, it makes a lot more sense.
Gotcha.
Wow, that's intriguing. I love that. Now, where are you from? Where are you located?
So originally I'm from Michigan. I've been in Florida for about 10 years now. I'm now in the Tampa area, but however, I service the entire nation.
Nice.
But when I'm working with local businesses, it's primarily within Florida.
And you market your business on basically to attract nationwide. You market it via basically the web.
Yeah, so my business is marketed Kirk-Conceptsmarketing.com. And I don't do too much marketing myself. I like referrals because primarily you get to actually, they already know what you're going to do for them because they heard about you.
Correct.
And marketing isn't a saturated area, but now people have worked with other online companies that didn't really produce any results, and I don't want to be one of those guys. I don't want to have to deal with that. So I prefer referrals.
That's smart.
That's that's powerful as hell because I'm going through that right now as we speak, right?
Yeah.
So you know, you have our ass turned on and everything. We'll get into that in a little bit, how you got our ads and everything. I want people to know the results of actual marketing online with Kirk Concepts. But so as far as referrals versus just getting leads, right? Because it's very much so different. Leads versus referrals. Referrals, you already got someone, you got a testimony already. Someone's already vouched for you. Someone said, yo, you're good at X, Y, Z. I trust you in this space because my friend Antonia said you're the person to go to. Versus someone, they just seen the ad. Yeah. Right? So when I contact them, it's like, who's it? At first. But now I've gotten more comfortable now. It took probably like 30, 40 people to go through. But at the same time, right, you always grow in your space. So it's a different conversation versus someone saying, hey, my homegirl said you're the person to go to, versus, well, I seen your stuff. I mean, what do you do? It's a very big difference now.
Yeah.
You got to break through that wall.
You got to break through that wall now.
That's true.
So that's important. So I mean, like, what would you recommend for someone that's just now getting leads versus someone who they're used to referrals versus someone that's just now getting leads? What would you recommend?
So with leads, any business that's running advertising, they definitely want to make sure they have systems in place in order to nurture that lead. Because number one, people see leads all day, every day. Not leads, they see ads all day, every day.
Right.
And sometimes people are super forgetful, number one. And number two, they're going to make it hard for you. No one's going to just be like, okay, yeah, I remember. They're going to be like, who is this? Because they probably got 16 other phone calls that was scam likely, right?
Yep.
So they're not going to recognize your number, none of those things. But if you have a system in place, they get an email, they get a text message, and then you have a dedicated appointment setter or a sales department in your company to actually handle those people before whoever actually closes the sale or locks them in as a client. It's always about the systems. And as long as you have a system or quote unquote a funnel, that's what actually helps convert your leads. Now with referrals, like you said, you're already vouched for. That person that comes to you through a referral just want to see how you're going to help them. And as long as you're good at sales, you can possibly close the deal.
That's true.
I like that. That's smart. That's totally, Now, with, time changing from like even 10 years ago, how do you feel we will be with marketing within the next 10 years?
So marketing right now is, number one, you have a business plan, right? 80% of your business plan consists of your marketing strategy. So a business without marketing is no business because you're probably going to location, referrals, word of mouth can only take you to so far. You get what I'm saying? So if you're not marketing that business, you're probably not going to get to that point where you can actually scale. Depending on what you want to do or what your goals are for your business. But within the next 10 years, marketing is always going to be the same. You need to do it.
Yeah.
You can't skip it because if you don't, you're either going to fail or you're going to just continue to work for the business.
That as a slogan, marketer. You need to do it. I like that. I like that.
For sure.
Yeah. So, and now with AI and all those things, it helps out. But at the end of the day,
I was going to ask you about that. How do you feel AI's, do you feel like that's going to take over? Just doing.
Well, I feel AI definitely have its pros and cons. Obviously, it will cause some individuals to lose their positions. But with AI, it doesn't have a particular personality. So as a brand, you have a personality. The AI is just putting words on the screen for you. You still have to personalize it. And for some individuals, some companies may just delegate that through the AI and still have somebody on the back end controlling it. Rather than having 5 employees, they may just have one controlling the AI. But as for marketing itself, you can't rely on a computer to tell you how to market your business. So the marketing strategy is always important to your business, and you need a human being to do that.